Have you ever wondered what the poorest nations in the world are, and what life is like for their residents? Today we delve into this topic, exploring the top 5 poorest countries, as defined by gross domestic product, GDP, per capita. This journey might be hard-hitting, but it's essential to understand the disparities in the world and how we can contribute to making a change. Starting at number 5, we have Mozambique. Located in Southeast Africa, Mozambique is a nation rich in natural resources, yet it remains one of the poorest and most underdeveloped countries in the world. The country's economy heavily relies on agriculture, which is often disrupted by natural disasters. Despite some progress in recent years, the country's GDP per capita stands at a mere $200. Moving on to number 4, Burundi. A small landlocked country in East Africa, Burundi has suffered from warfare, corruption, and poor access to education. With a GDP per capita of approximately $180, the majority of the population in Burundi is engaged in subsistence agriculture, an industry that is highly vulnerable to weather conditions and price fluctuations. At number 3, we find the Democratic Republic of Congo. Despite being extremely rich in natural resources, the Democratic Republic of Congo has a GDP per capita of just $175. Years of war, political instability, and corruption have left the country's economy and infrastructure in ruins. At the second spot is Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is a landlocked country in Central Africa and is one of the world's least developed countries. Despite its wealth of natural resources, such as diamonds and uranium, the country struggles with numerous challenges, including political instability, civil unrest, and poor infrastructure, leaving its GDP per capita at a staggering $150. And finally, the poorest country in the world, Burundi. With a GDP per capita of less than $100, Burundi is a country that has been ravaged by a long and violent civil war, which has destroyed infrastructure, disrupted the economy, and led to widespread poverty. These nations, while rich in culture, history, and often resources, struggle with economic instability, political unrest, and a lack of infrastructure, which in turn leads to overwhelming poverty. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There are numerous ways we can make a positive impact. Supporting charities and organizations that work specifically in these regions can make a real difference. They provide resources, education, and infrastructure support to help these nations build a better future. By contributing, whether it's a donation, volunteering, or spreading awareness, you can play a part in poverty alleviation efforts. The world is a place of immense diversity, both in wealth and in poverty. Understanding this disparity is the first step towards making a difference. So go forth and use this knowledge to contribute to a more equitable world.